Hi Aquarius, Cosmic Hearts Healing here. This reading is for the month of July. Just so you know how I do my readings is I focus them on yourself, lower energies that you could carry within or energies surrounding you, and ways to shift out of them. I think if you want to live a life of pure joy, peace, and abundance, the way that you do that is by releasing the lower energy that you feel or think or experience around you. So this is for a general reading for the sign of Aquarius. If for some reason it does not resonate with you, you can check your rising or moon sign as well, or you can inbox me for a private reading. So the first card that we got for you is Daughter of the Sacred Heart. What does it say? It says, every saint has a past, every sinner has a future. So it says, you're going to free yourself from a painful criticism or judgment held against you, perhaps by yourself, perhaps by another person or group of people. Human beings do not have the spiritual right to condemn each other or ourselves. Every human being is here to learn how to grow, and every human being will make mistakes along the way. You are realizing that you can claim responsibility for your actions and make amends where needed, without ever deserving to be attacked or put down. You're realizing that you don't have to be perfect to be pure of heart and deserving of respect and kindness. This makes the Divine Mother very happy. Now, they have a sacred guidance in here to do. They're telling you to write a list of things that you find hard to forgive or that you don't like about yourself. Include everything that you can ever think of that you did wrong or that you don't like about yourself or about anyone else. Then it says to go through the list and cross out every item one at a time. After you cross out each item of your list, you write, I am loved, I am forgiven, I forgive myself, I forgive everyone else. Even if this takes a while to write it down, you have to do it. Even if it's for someone else and you aren't sure that it makes sense to do it anyway. Healing will happen for you, and it happens for others around you. You are programming a higher truth into your heart that you are worth doing this. So the guidance to this is maybe someone is judging you, or you are judging others, or you are judging yourself. And the more that we love ourselves, regardless of what anyone else thinks around you, as long as you're living a life that's pure and coming from your higher good, it's not going to matter what anyone else thinks about you. So they really want you to write down a list of things that you don't like about yourself, or if you judge anyone else, and really question yourself why you are doing that. So that's your guidance for your overall reading for this month. And sorry, I'm just trying to organize this. The first card that you got is the Knight of Earth. The part of the card that really stood out for me was it says insensitivity towards other people. This is a knight. So in the tarot deck, it goes knight, queen, king. So this is acting like a teenager attitude type, not being mature in the physical environment, since the drum is the earth sign. So I asked to clarify what this has to do with, and it said trust issues and shame. And guidance for that is openness. So I think that what this is trying to say, if someone is judging you, try not to take it personally. If you're judging others, try to release that. and try to be open. You know, if someone's judging you, it's okay to set boundaries, but there is a mature way to do it. You know, judging back or, you know, anything like that is not the way to do it. By telling them, look, I don't appreciate your judgment towards me. I live my life the way I live it because of this. You know, I'm personally proud of how I live my life. So if someone's going to judge me, I'm not going to feel bad for standing up for myself. And I certainly don't want to judge other people, because we all have healing to do. We all have learning to do. We all need growth. And I realize that most of judgment, anger, hurt, guilt, shame, all those lower energies are stuff that was taught to us, or it just means every lower energy you feel within yourself or that you think to yourself is just signs that you need healing. So if anyone's triggering you like into judgment, or if anyone's triggering triggering you by judging you, that's just a sign that of something within yourself that needs to be healed. So if someone is judging you and you're being triggered by it, it's just self-love. Like, whatever, I'm going to wear the clothes I want. I'm going to do what I want. I'm like, as long as it's what you enjoy, then it doesn't matter what anyone else outside you thinks. And if you are judging you, I would suggest going back to the first time that you think you ever judged someone, which is probably grade school. That was like the thing to do back then. Or maybe see where this stemmed from. If it stems in your family line, is it something that's common within your household? And try to break that chain. Then the next card that you got is the Death card. So this is breaking the chain. This is transformation, purification, becoming new again. And the card to clarify that was the Goddess of Endurance. So sorry, I'm horrible at names, but she was able to go into she got sent to the underworld, and she created a deal to be able to come back to the earth world for 6 months out of the year. So she knows how to make the best out of the worst situations. So trying to make the best you possible with what's going on around you in life right now. Then the next card that you got is the Nine of Bows. This is fair. This is fair of solitude, fair of change, taking the first taking the first step on a new level of maturity. It's a painful new birth, or it's sometimes painful to realize the lower energy that we carry within and to shift it. But once you become aware of it, and once you see it in a new light, it's easier to transform it. But it doesn't make it easy to shift and not only be aware of it, but then live it. They said to have compassion and understanding for yourself. I just made a major thing that I've been karmic pattern that I've been carrying inside myself, and I am letting it go, but I understand that it is painful, and I don't want to carry guilt and shame that I have this within me. So I'm trying to find compassion and understanding for myself, and seeing where it comes from helps me do that. And I think they're saying here not to feel separated from others or source energy, that there are others around you who love you, others who are around you who will support you through this, and just staying connected to yourself, and staying connected to your guides and your source, finding your peace, taking a bath, taking walks, anything to connect with yourself at this time is good. Then the last card that you got is the Lord of Transformation. This is the darker energy that we hold within ourselves, the falsehoods, ways that we can trick our minds, ways that we can trick others. The thing that I asked for clarification on this card, and I got over controlling. Okay, so maybe see if someone's trying to manipulate you, or really kind of reflect on maybe how people over control you, or maybe how you over control others, and try to focus on this during the month. One story that I always share, if you've heard it, sorry, that's just an easy thing for me to share, to explain how I used to do this. When I used to want my kids to clean, I would ask them to put the spoons in the dishwasher a certain way, the forks in the dishwasher in this way, the knives over here. The plates practically had to been clean, so that anytime my son or anyone else went to load it, I would be like over controlling. That's not the way to do it. This is the way to do it. This is the right way to do it. No, this is the right way to do it. So then none of my kids wanted to help me clean around the house. And I really wasn't understanding why, because I'm like, what's the big deal? It's just loading the dishwasher. Why don't you just go do it? This is what I'm asking you to do. And then I realized the energy that I was giving. You know, I was creating this energy, over controlling, you know, by me pulling my energy back, just letting them load it the way that they want to. So now I told my son, as long as they come out clean, as long as they're not like loaded with dirt, you know, it's cool. But I'm like, if you put one in there, it doesn't come out clean, then it's going to be your job to, you know, to clean it after. So then it just creates more flow in life, less tension, resistance within the family life. Okay, so if someone's doing this to you, create more boundaries around yourself. Say, hey, look, that's not needed. Or if you're doing this to others, try to pull back on that energy. And learn to be the goddess of creation, how to create the best environment for yourself, within yourself, and around yourself. All right. And the last card that we got, I'm horrible at saying these crystals' names. This is from this one right here, Judy Hall. So I'm just going to show you the name of it. It is a jasper. So this is a shaman stone that assists with traveling between worlds, offering protection while you travel. It helps you to remember why you are living on Earth. Self-understanding of the stone means you belong to a greater group, be it family or a clan. If you are feeling isolated, reach out to others out of strength rather than neediness. The stone offers you security. For companionship, choose an animal ally. Ground your efforts in the practical, everyday world. You have the gift of meditations, and you can see all sides of everything. Big changes are coming. Concentrate on practical outcomes. I think this is this. Like, concentrate on practical outcomes. How do you become this person? Okay? And then be down to earth and pay attention to your dreams. Balance your emotional energies and nurture yourself to find joy. Find your power and stay under find your power and hold it. Okay, so what that means is, like, if someone else is giving you judgment or shame, then that's just saying hold your own power. Your power is here, so don't emotionally feed into that energy. Don't mentally feed into that energy. If someone's going to judge you like that, you hold onto it. Just be like, that's their judgment. I'm sorry that they perceive me that way. That's not the way that I perceive myself. I'm sorry that they perceive my outfit this way. I'm a Cubs fan. If you don't like it, I'm sorry that you perceive it that way. But this is what I like, you know? But not like feeding it with like, why don't they like me? You know, stuff like that. So hold on to your strength, power. Yeah, it says dis-ease rises out of ancestral distress carried in our DNA. Healing and forgiveness sent down your family line. So I think that's what this is saying. Like something that you're doing or something that you're receiving is maybe like a family pattern, and this is going to help you break it. So rather if you purchase a stone or if you just want to stare at it right now, usually what I do if I'm watching a video is I just ask for this energy to be with me the whole entire month to get through this. So yeah, that's your reading for the month of July. Everyone have a great month. Bye.